What's up everybody, this is Mike and you're finding me in my car again. If you have watched my previous video, I was recording from my car again as the wind is quite strong here and I don't want to go outside with the camera and with the microphone as it will be just too strong for you and it will hurt your ears. So anyway, I am here in the middle of nowhere all over again to do something that I think not many people have done so far, and that is a real battery test of the Dji Mavic Air. So far the tests that I've seen just include some hovering and basically the drone is not operating as it should. So I figured I want to do a real life battery test, flying the drone for as much as possible until the battery goes into critical mode, and then I'll just hover for the rest of the battery life, which will be from 20% all the way down to 0. So I've set up my Mavic Air to have this battery warning at 20%. The regular warning is at 30, but I find this to be a bit too much, especially if you're flying within your line of sight. You will have plenty of time to land the drone safely, so I have configured mine to be at 20%, and I'm going to fly just as any other time. And once I reach 20%, I'll just hover the drone until it gets down to 0% and it lands by itself. It actually won't be until 0, it will land itself before that, but I'm going to keep a timer on and I'm going to see how much the battery lasts in a regular flight. Of course, this is not your everyday scenario because there's a lot of wind. My previous video was all about wind resistance and how well the air performs in strong winds, and there were a couple of people who didn't really believe me the wind was that strong. So I'm going to include a screenshot of the current location and you will see how strong the wind is within the UAV forecast app. It shows the current wind speed and the wind gusts, which are of course much stronger than the current wind speed, but right now it's about 80 kilometers per hour. The wind gusts, I mean, the regular wind is about 40 kilometers per hour, I think. So I'll throw that right now so you can see, and then I'll go outside, give it a go, see how it performs once again. And I'll do that for the 3 batteries that I have, so I'll be spending a lot of time here flying, which is okay because I want to try the drone anyway. And unfortunately it's one of the last good weather days here. We'll have some pretty bad raining and snowy days in the very near future. So from tomorrow until maybe next week, for about 7 days, I won't be able to fly as much as I want. So I'm trying to record as much as possible footage for you guys. So today will be my last chance to do that, at least outside. I'll be filming inside with the drone a bit, but anyway, I will be filming with 3 batteries today, and I'll give you a rough estimate of the average time that I could spend in the air, and hopefully this will be interesting for you and useful, so you can see a real life scenario battery test, not just basic hovering in the air doing nothing, because it's not how the drones actually are used. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and let's see what we can do in this weather.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it out the map.
Okay, so the drone just started beeping. It's at 19% and it's going down. Right now it's 16 minutes and 16 seconds. So I'm just going to hover it above the ground and see how much it will take until it lands by itself. there you go. As you can see, the drone is hovering behind me. The battery is about 15% and the timer right now shows 17 minutes. So as you can see, the timer shows 17 minutes 27 seconds. Not sure if you can see that, but now we have 11% left. So I'm just gonna wait until it auto lands, and then I'll stop the timer and let you know exactly how much time did it take for it to land. Okay, it's 10% and it's just, the drone has just landed by itself. There it is. So the timer shows 18 minutes and 5 seconds until total breakdown of the battery, and it landed. The drone landed by itself. So 18 minutes 5 seconds. So this is the same procedure that I'm going to do twice more with the 2 remaining batteries that I have. And I'm not going to bore you with details. I'm just gonna let you know how much time did it take for the other 2 batteries, and then I'll calculate an average time for those 3 batteries and give you a rough estimate of how much time does it take for a battery to be completely depleted. Let's see. Okay, just finished flying the second battery and it took 19 minutes and 43 seconds. This time the drone actually lasted a bit longer. So let's see what the third battery can do. Right, just finished flying for the 3rd time, and I've calculated that I've flown for a total of 56 minutes, which is crazy, quite a lot if you ask me. But anyway, I've written down the results here. So the first battery did 18 minutes and 5 seconds. The second battery did 19 minutes and 43 seconds until landing, and the third battery did it in 18 minutes and 52 seconds. So roughly I calculated that each battery gives me an average flight time of 18 minutes and 53 seconds per charge. So that's a very rough estimation. Of course, it really depends on your flying conditions, on how you fly the drone, if you're using sport mode, if you're not using sport mode, what kind of work you're doing with the drone. But this was my result: 18 minutes and 53 seconds average flight time from 3 batteries. This flight time, of course, is less than the 21 minutes DJI promises, but still I think it's a very good flight time, almost 19 minutes. Of course, this is just until the battery completely dies and the drone lands, so I don't really recommend you to go that extra mile and keep flying until the drone flies back and lands. I always recommend you to turn your settings to 30 or 20% depending on how far you normally fly, but to me 20% seems a good amount of time to get back to the ground and safely land. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short little test of the battery flight time of the Dji Mavic Air. Personally, I had a lot of fun playing with that drone for that long and testing out different things. I tested out flying very high, flying low to the ground, flying between the trees, and it was a pleasure for me to create this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please drop a like if you did, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you very, very soon in my next video. Ciao!